I'm Justin Williams. I play the viola in the Sydney Symphony Orchestra, and I've been here for about 12 years. It started for me around about the age of 4. Probably my earliest musical memory is just sitting down at the piano and just making up things. My brother and sister were learning the violin and piano at the time, and I desperately wanted to play music. So I started when I was 4, and then I picked up the violin when I was about 6. It wasn't until university that I actually took up the viola. As is common, the orchestra needed violists, and I remember at the time Marco Zuccherini was conducting us. He's conducting Tchaikovsky's 4th Symphony. My teacher at the time, William Hennessy, came up to me and said, "Would you mind playing? We're short of violas." So I said, sure. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Loved the sound, the richness of it. I loved playing the inner lines. And so I decided to make the change permanent. The string quartet that I started with was Tinalley String Quartet, and we played for 20 years together. It's where I really learnt about playing in an ensemble and the kind of skills that you need to develop, which can then carry through into the orchestra. If you think about a string quartet or the string section of an orchestra, the cello will often have the base of the chord, and the first violin will have the melody, and the harmony is often taken up by the violin too and the viola. So often the role of the viola is filled with colour and rhythm and harmonic development. The experience of playing in an orchestra is a really exciting one, because you've got this enormous body of sound around you, and it's a feeling of well, it's a team sport. John Adams Absolute Jest, it's written for string quartet and orchestra. It's very unusual. There aren't that many pieces at all that are written for that combination of ensembles. And I suppose the reason for that is primarily that the string quartet is what we love about it is its intimacy and its flexibility. And so the minute that you put that ensemble onto that enormous stage with perhaps 80 people behind you and in a grand concert hall with a conductor in front of you, you're taking this ensemble out of its natural habitat in a way. What I love about this piece, and I did play it in 2014 with David Robertson and Australian String Quartet, is the fact that you're playing this modern work that is at times quite abstract, and then all of a sudden you'll hear just these moments of clarity that are based, and the extracts taken from Beethoven's string quartets and from Beethoven's symphony. So, immediately you'll hear an extract from his 9th Symphony, and just out of the blue a suggestion from his Opus 131, and then a more overt presentation of his 135. So it's a really interesting piece, and if you know those works, it's quite fun to be a part of that listening experience. People that come to this concert, they will experience what they love about the string quartet. It has its own timbral qualities that are extremely powerful, and you will have the dialogue between the orchestra, which they love, and this slightly unusual pairing. And I think it'll be a really interesting timbral experience.